Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. I'm in my robe. Shocker, I live in my robe when I don't have to work. I've been in my robe all morning. It's comfy, cozy, it's great. And I'm going to my chair where I always am in the mornings. Ooh, the sun is so bright today. I've been trying to think of different videos that I could film for you guys that kind of separate me from everybody else, because in all honesty, there are so many fitness and health influencers out there, and there are millions and millions of videos out there showing what people eat in a day and what they do during the day and their workout routines and all that stuff. And I think those videos are great, and I love to share those videos with you guys, but trying to find ways to stick out to you guys. I want to show you guys that there are parts of my life that are very, very different from every other influencer, and I think that every other influencer also has these differences, but not everybody chooses to show them. And that's why you get all of these, what I eat in a day, is week in my life, my workout split, how to lose weight, all that stuff. And I will definitely keep sharing those with you guys, but I kind of want to take you on a little bit of a different path, a little bit of a twist on my view on a healthy lifestyle and how I do it. So today I'm going to take you guys through my day, and I'm going to kind of show you guys how I manage to live a healthy lifestyle and be active and eat well and work out on a budget. How I save money, how I budget my money, and how I can afford to be in the fitness and health world, because in all honesty, it can get to be pretty expensive. I'm not one of those people that can just go out and buy everything in all of the new launches. So if you are somebody that is wanting to get into fitness and health, that wants to try and live a healthier lifestyle, but you're not quite sure if you can afford the gym membership, the healthy groceries, the fitness apparel, all of the stuff that comes with it, definitely stay here, definitely watch this video through the end, because I have been doing it for 2 years. I'm a college student. I work part-time jobs, but in the end, I have to budget. And this year especially, I've really gotten into learning about money, learning about budgeting, and how I can save money and make money work for me and all of that fun stuff. I'm not an expert. I'm literally just learning now. But I wanted to start sharing this with you guys because I think it's important. I think a lot of people don't start their fitness journeys because they think that they can't afford it, but in the end you really can. You just have to learn how you can afford it. So with that being said, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you. I hope all my videos help you guys in some way. If they do, please leave me a comment, shoot me a DM. I love hearing from you guys. I love knowing that I'm helping you out, and I'm really sorry that the sun keeps coming in and out of my window, but yes, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe as always. If you do, it really, really helps to support me. And let's get on with the day. Okay, so right now, what I'm doing is something that I do every season, kind of. So it's December 10th, which means Christmas is coming up, and then next month is my birthday. So what I'm doing is I'm actually just going through my clothes right now. I did this in the summer and got rid of all of the summer clothes that I never wore, and then I left the winter clothes and I've kind of just like been waiting it out, and today I went through and I took out everything in my closet that I have not worn yet this winter, because I haven't worn it yet. I'm probably not going to wear it, so it's time to get rid of it. And usually every Christmas and my birthday I get like new sweaters and stuff from my mom. So we are getting rid of some of that stuff that I don't wear. I'm just going through and making sure like stuff is cut off of it and all that jazz. But this is one of the things that I do if I am wanting to buy like more active wear. I will go through the leggings and sports bras and crop tops and all that stuff that I have already, and I'll say, okay, what of this stuff do I not wear? And if I don't wear it, I'll get rid of it. I will donate it. I'll give it to my little sister, and then go from there and be like, do I need more active wear, or do I not? And I think that's something important, because you don't want to impulse buy. If you are looking to stay on a budget, if you are getting into fitness and health, you need to make sure that you aren't impulse buying. You need to make sure that you're prioritizing your spendings in like a list. So one of the main priorities for me when it comes to spending money on my fitness and health is groceries, and then supplements are at the top of my list. And those are the two things that I will first spend my money on each month when it comes to my fitness and health spendings. So after that, right now my gym is free in my building, so that's not even on the list. But if I were you and I had a gym membership, that would also be up there. So I guess I would say make sure that you are prioritizing your spendings in your health and fitness. You want to make sure that you are putting, I mean, these aren't like needs. They're not going to be needs, but you want to make sure that you're putting like those top ones up there, the things that like I don't know what word to use, but the things that you need over the wants. You know, I want to be able to buy all of the Gymshark new launches and all of the Lululemon and all of that stuff. I want to, but I can't. Maybe one thing a month if I need some new activewear. But the protein powder and the groceries are way above that new sports bra that I want. So just make sure that you are prioritizing the things that are going to be more essential to your fitness and health, because that way you're actually spending your money on things that are helpful to you. So, going off of that like priorities list, I want to kind of talk about my priorities from the top to the bottom and how I budget it. So, first things first, with grocery shopping, there are a lot of like misconceptions in the fitness and health world when it comes to buying groceries. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Trader Joe's, I love Whole Foods, I love People's Food Co-op, which is literally 2 blocks away from my apartment. I could walk there every day if I wanted to. And the thing about those places is they're expensive. They're expensive, they just are. And obviously they have a lot more options than your typical like Walmart or Festival or whatever your like local grocery store is. But they are not needs. And here's what I do. I love to shop at People's Food Co-op. I love it. They have all of the fun stuff. They have vegan stuff, which is great. for me. So I budget it into my grocery spendings. I spend $100 a month on groceries, and maybe that seems like a lot to you, maybe it seems like a little bit to you, but it works for me. I work a lot, I'm at work a lot, I eat a lot of meals at work, so I don't need that many groceries, but $100 really gets me a lot. So what I do is I have yet to do my big grocery shop, but I have gone to the co-op once this month. I think I went last week. And I picked up the fun stuff. And what I got there was like things that I can't get at like Walmart or regular grocery stores. But I cannot do my whole grocery shop there because it doesn't go to my budget. So after that, I take the amount that I spent there and then I put it into my budgeting app. I use the app every dollar. It's great. You can put in your paychecks for the month, how much you're gonna make each month, and then you go through and you put in everything that you know you're going to spend into each little column. And then there is an area for I spent this much on this, and this is how much I have left to spend for the rest of the month. And then you can also add things in there, So I go in and I put that into my grocery spending, and then it subtracts it from 100, and then that's how much I have left to spend this month, which I'm doing now. The next thing about grocery shopping is it does not need to be expensive to eat healthy. Listen to that again. You do not need to spend a ton of money on food to eat healthy. Simple as that. Go to your local grocery store, go to Walmart, and do a couple of these things. 1, do not buy organic. Organic is a myth. I don't know. Literally just buy the regular fruit. It's not different. Fruit is fruit, vegetables are vegetables. You don't need to buy organic. It's just up pricing the regular product. One thing that I have learned and that I am starting to implement into my grocery shopping as well is buying frozen fruits and vegetables. Because I am at work a lot, because I am here and there, I'm at Ethan's this night, we're here this night, I'm out for dinner this night because I have skating practice, my vegetables go bad, and that's a waste, and I don't like to waste anything because I could be eating it and then it's a waste of the money I spent on it. So start buying like frozen fruits and vegetables. You don't have to buy all of your vegetables and fruits frozen, but that's something that I'm going to start implementing just because it saves me time on cooking, and it's not going to go bad if it's frozen, which is great and reassuring to know. So that's something that I also do. But fruits and vegetables aren't expensive, and you can buy a ton of them and then buy like rice or pasta or like tortillas and make wraps, make bowls, make pasta bakes. All of this fun stuff you can make for so cheap. When it comes to grocery shopping, prioritize those fruits and vegetables. Don't fall for the influence foods. Obviously I love Trader Joe's. Obviously I love stores like that. I love the influence foods. Obviously I just said obviously so many times. You've probably seen like the cauliflower gnocchi, the Hu dark chocolate, the Boca chicken, and all that stuff. Basically, don't fall for the health peer pressure, the fitness peer pressure when you're grocery shopping. Keep it simple. Get your fruits and vegetables, get your whole grains, all that stuff, and then leave a little bit of room for that fun stuff. Obviously, you don't want to like restrict yourself and like say, no, you can't have this, you can't afford it, because you can afford it. You just have to be able to budget it in. You have to leave a little bit of room for it, which is what I do. For a long time, I didn't eat any sort of meat alternative. I didn't eat any sort of like vegan cheese just because A, I could never freaking find it at Walmart, and B, I didn't think that I could afford it. But now that I'm so close to this grocery store, and I absolutely love shopping there, that's something that I allow myself to do, and it's something that I budget into my month of groceries, and it works, and I don't go over. Sometimes I go under, but that's what you need to do. You need to be able to figure out your budget and stick to it and sneak some things in there if you can. That's how it works. Just because you're buying more expensive things doesn't mean you're going over your budget. It's still in there. It's just maybe you can't get as many of the other things, but if you can make it work, make it work. Alright. I just ate a huge breakfast, so I've been doing work in bed, but have some laundry to fold here, and I thought we would chat. So kind of went off on a tangent in the last clip. I kind of want to regroup back to there because that one was really supposed to be about like grocery shopping and how you don't have to spend a lot of money to eat healthy. So this one I want to really talk about like how I budget and my budgeting app. So the app that I use is called EveryDollar, and what I do is at the beginning of the month, I usually just send, like what you can do is like copy your last month's budget into the new month, which is usually what I do because I spend the same fixed expenses every month, which is my rent and electricity, Wi-Fi, groceries, gas, all that fun stuff. So I will copy that into the new month, and then I will sit down and I will look at my hours for work. I will look at my hours for coaching skating. I will look at if I have any potential new clients that have not yet started. And then I'll look at if like anything else that month is going to be going into my bank account. One thing that I've talked about before is that it's very important to have multiple streams of income because you never really know what's going to happen. I recently had to take 2 weeks off of work at Starbucks for medical leave, so I lost that source of income for 2 weeks, and although I don't have the equivalent to that, that is my biggest source of income, I do have other sources of income that I was able to rely on for those 2 weeks, and I think that is super important to have other sources. They don't need to be as big, they can be little here and there. I coach skating, I have my personal training, I use affiliate links, all that stuff. But yes, I will go in and I'll sit down and I will look at what my expected income is going to be for the month. Now I can't always pinpoint this just because my hours fluctuate a little bit at Starbucks, but I'm usually around the same, and I'll go in and I will plug that into my budget app. From there, I look at, so what it actually does, which is really nice, is once you input your income, it goes through and it subtracts all of your expenses that you've already put into your budget, and then it gives you what you have left. From what I have left, I'm able to kind of figure out where I can be a little bit more lenient and where I can't. Past couple months, like November, December, I have really stuck to the budget just because it's the holiday season. I had a lot of gifts to buy this year, and I had to work that in. So everything that I had left over to budget each month went towards Christmas gifts. And then obviously there was some unexpected things that happened that I couldn't control, like losing my income from Starbucks for 2 weeks. But with that, I make sure that every time I spend money, I go and I put it into this app. So even if I've already budgeted it, even if I've put that amount in there, I go in and I plug it in because, so like for gas, I set aside a specific amount for how much I'm going to spend on gas. Obviously, I fill up my car more than once a month, so every time that I fill up, I go and I put that amount in there so I know how much I have left. Usually, I only have to fill up my car 2 to 3 times a month, which is really nice. But yeah, that's what I do for that. So then when it comes to like fitness and health stuff, let's say I don't need, but I am a little bit low on some fitness gear. Let's say one of my favorite brands is having a launch and I really want something, or there's something I've been eyeing up for a while. One of my leggings just got a hole in it, so I would really like a new pair. I go to that app and I look at what I have left. And you kind of have to like have a conversation with yourself, and sometimes it's difficult, and sometimes you have to like be strict with yourself and be like, hey, like no, like you can't afford this month. I know you really want to, maybe next month, but it just doesn't fit into your budget. There are other things that you're gonna need. So many people think that in order to, I don't want to say be successful, because not everybody out there is trying to be an influencer, but if you're starting a fitness page, if you're trying to gain a following, you don't need to have the best of the best. People aren't looking at, oh, she doesn't wear any Gymshark, so obviously she's no good. People aren't looking at that. People are looking for who you are, what you're doing. If you're on a fitness journey, you don't need the gear. Yes, it is nice, and yes, if you're lacking motivation and you have it in your budget, go buy a new outfit, because a new outfit in the gym, all the motivation. A new outfit, a new pair of shoes, a new sports bra, one piece of apparel, something new that I can wear to the gym is gonna get my butt in the gym, no doubt. But you do not have to have all of those things. When I first started my fitness journey, I still had the wire headphones that come with the iPhone. I worked out in t-shirts from high school. I had like one pair of Gymshark leggings, and that's okay. That's okay. I still worked out, I still ate well, I still lost weight, I still gained muscle. Those things aren't going to determine how well you do in your fitness journey. So remember that it's not essential. Budgeting is really important, and it was something that I honestly just started doing this year. Actually, just a couple months ago when I moved into my new apartment, I decided it would be smart for me to have a budget, just because I live on my own now, so all the expenses are on me. I don't split them with roommates. And I need to be able to know where my money is going each month, so that I'm not wasting it on things that I don't need. Don't get me wrong, I spend fun money. Basically what I'm saying is, it's gonna be hard at first, especially if you've never done it, and it was hard for me as well, but I've always been kind of smart with money. I've always been conscious of my savings, and this has just helped me visualize it more. This has helped me see like, okay, so my money's going here and here, and this month I kind of spent a little bit too much here when I could have spent it here, and all that jazz. So I would encourage you, if you're just starting out, to just start tracking your spendings. Where are you spending your money? Are you spending all your money on Starbucks? Because you could make that coffee at home for way cheaper and spend that excess money on a new pair of leggings or a gym membership. You never know. You need to be aware of where your money is going. Otherwise, it's just gonna keep going, because you're gonna have no idea. You're just gonna be like mindlessly spending money, and then you're like, oh, I can't afford my gym membership this month because I don't know where my money went. Well, start tracking it, start budgeting. You'd be amazed at where all your money's going. So the weather today is insane. It's like 50 degrees out right now. It's beautiful, the sun is shining, so I figured I would get up and go for a little walk. I'm not sure if the park's gotta be open. They have their Christmas lights up right now, so it might be a little bit weird, but I think I'm just gonna go get some steps in and enjoy the weather. Got my little comfy cozy on, since it is gonna be a little bit breezy by the river, but yeah, let's go and do that. That walk was honestly so nice and so refreshing. I forgot my slippers. So nice, so refreshing. It's been a really long time since I've been able to do that because it's been freezing. We don't have any snow yet, but it's just been cold. Today, it's just beautiful, but I wanted to talk to you guys about exercise and all that jazz when it comes to like spending money. Just because I just got some exercise in for free. But obviously right now this doesn't pertain to me because my gym is in my apartment, which is a part of my rent. But I have been kind of looking into if I want to switch gyms, get a gym membership, and put that into my monthly budget. I'm waiting till after the holiday season so that my spending is kind of even back out to where they normally are now that I'm done with Christmas shopping. But when it comes to finding a gym, there are a couple things you need to keep in mind. One, obviously the price. Gyms can get pretty pricey depending on where you are located and what the gym is and what they offer. However, there are also a lot of cheaper options. So the first thing I always look at is price compared to what they offer. Next thing that I look at when picking out a gym is what are my current goals? What do I need from this gym? So the next thing that you want to look at after price is, okay, so these 3 gyms are in my price range. Which gyms are going to aid my goals? You have to look at that. And sometimes those 3 gyms that are in your price range aren't going to. And you don't always need the big equipment. You don't always need the squat rack, the deadlift areas, and all that jazz. But if that's very important to you, don't belittle it. Put it right after that price. And if it comes to it, you may have to budget a little bit more for that gym membership every month, which is what I'm looking at doing right now. I have a few gyms in mind here. Right now, I'm not going to get a membership. Like I said, I'm waiting till after the holidays. I have a few gyms in mind right now that I've been looking at, comparing with the price and what they offer, and also the location. I don't want to have to be driving all over to get to the gym. A big thing for me is I don't like to drive far away to the gym. So I also look at that. But the most important thing here is that you are getting what you're paying for. If you are going to budget a gym into your monthly spendings, you need to make sure that that gym is for you, because a lot of times you have to like pay for a certain number of months, or you sign a contract for like a 12-month, they're usually like, oh, you get it cheaper if you sign the 12-month contract. Well, yes, that's great, you get it cheaper, but you gotta make sure that you're gonna love that gym and that you're gonna wanna stay there for a year, because you don't wanna have to spend more money just to get out of it. So make sure that you can budget it in. If you feel that you don't need to put it into your budget, if you feel like you don't want to lower other things in your budget so that you have room for a gym, do not worry. Especially right now, I feel like we have all learned that working out at home is still a great way to work out. It's still a great way to get exercise in, and there are so many ways you can do it. If you live somewhere where it is not cold all the time, you have the outdoors, you can run, you can walk, hike, bike, whatever it is you do, get outside, work out, do a home workout, get some resistance bands, get some little weights for your bedroom, for your house, for your apartment, and work out there. If a gym is not something that you want to put in your budget right now, you do not have to. That's what people don't understand, is you do not have to have everything that all of these fitness influencers have in order to have a successful fitness and health journey. It's all about you and what you are prioritizing in your budget. And I'm still learning that, but we can learn it together, because who knows, maybe in the next couple months I'll be budgeting in a gym membership, but right now I'm not, and now I have more room for other things that I'm prioritizing, and that's how it works. Okay, so I haven't talked to you guys in a minute. I was just running a bunch of errands and it got a little bit hectic. Just, I don't know why there were so many people out and about at like 2, 3, 4 o'clock on a Thursday, but there were, and I just got like really nervous, like driving and stuff. I don't know why. I just got some anxiety, but I ran and got gas because I was at 0. I went and picked up some little gifts for my skaters for Christmas. I'm gonna throw them in like little baggies. And then I just went through the Starbucks drive-thru and got a coffee and something to eat because I'm now on my way to the rink. So, I want to just wrap up this video and just kind of like sum it up for you guys. I know when I talk about things that I am passionate about or things that excite me or things that I feel like I'm learning and like want to share with you guys, I can kind of ramble. So I apologize if I did that throughout this video, but basically what I want you guys to know is that living a healthy lifestyle and being in the fitness and health world doesn't have to be expensive, and you don't need to feel like just because you maybe don't make a bunch of money right now that you can't have the things that you want or the things that are going to aid your fitness journey. In the end, you just need to figure out your priorities and figure out how you can afford them. Don't say you can't afford them, say how can I afford them. Start budgeting. Get the app. I will put that in the description for you guys. It's called Every Dollar. This is not sponsored by them in any way. I just use their app and I love it. So get the Every Dollar app, figure out what you make in a month, and then start planning out your monthly expenses. And whatever you have left, I mean, do what you please with it. If you want to use it for that new pair of leggings, if you want to use it for that protein powder, go for it. If you're looking for a new gym, find a way to budget it in. It is completely possible to live a healthy lifestyle, to eat well, to be able to exercise and lift weights and still save money and still be on a budget. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I want to continue to make videos like this. I want to continue to kind of implement what I'm learning about budgeting and what I'm learning about money and saving money and making money work for you with you guys, because this is a lifestyle page and my lifestyle changes every day, and I want to share that with you guys. Obviously, we're health and fitness all the way, but there are so many other aspects to my life that I just want to share with you guys. So I hope you guys will stick around for that. I really do. I think this is fun, and I've got a lot of awesome things to share with you guys. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you did. Please let me know if you enjoy these. Let me know if this gave you any inspiration or help at all, because that just makes me feel so good. And I love you guys, and I will see you guys next week.